Hey booktubers, I am out on the back deck, obviously, and it is storming outside, so hopefully the sound of the rain hitting the roof is not going to be too loud for you guys. But anyway, I am here today to talk about a book that I just finished reading a couple days ago, and it is called Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. Just to give you a very, very basic sort of outline of what the story is about, Steelheart is a YA slash dystopian slash sci-fi slash fantasy novel. I think that pretty much covers it. And it is in the not too distant future, to quote one of my favorite shows of all time, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Um, the end of the world, a form of Armageddon, I suppose you could say, has occurred, which they call the Calamity, in which certain people, random people, were given superhuman abilities, and instead of becoming superheroes and doing good things, these people with abilities all became villains, and each individual superhero, supervillain, um, they're called epics, and each one has its own sort of signature ability. Like there's one called Conflux, who can generate energy, and he generates enough energy to power an entire city. And then there's one called Firefight, which sort of looks like a humanoid made out of fire. And then we have Steelheart, who is a really, really terrible, but in an awesome way, villain. And he has sort of taken over this town, which is called New Cago. And in the very beginning of the book, we are introduced to our main character, David, who is a little boy, and he's with his father. And they've gone to this bank to try and get a loan. And an epic comes in to try and rob the bank. And this does not sit well with Steelheart, who believes that this is his city. And so he proceeds to come into the bank and destroy everything and almost everyone in the bank to make a point, to show that he owns the city. And Steelheart is just impervious to bullets, stabbing, fires, explosions, everything. And the only person that survived was this kid, David, and he makes it his life's mission to track down Steelheart and kill him. And that's pretty much where the book starts. And in the course of the book, we meet this group of sort of rebels named Reckoners, who are their job, or not their job, but their mission is to kill off epics. And the thing about David and David's father is that David's father believed that one day an epic would come that was not evil, that was good. And he truly believed that. And David thinks that his father was very sort of short-sighted and too optimistic for the times that they lived in. Anyway, I really, 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 really liked this book. For a while, I've been told to read stuff by Brandon Sanderson, and I never did because I have to be in the mood for, dystopian and sci-fi. But this was a very rare book for me, which was, in the way that I was interested from the very beginning until just about the end. And I have very few complaints about this book, which is something else that's quite rare recently. The only thing I can say is that towards the end, it kind of dragged it out a little bit. It was one of those things where they have this big, huge battle, of course, at the end. And it just, for me, it felt like it just went on a little too long. But other than that, it was really great, and I am looking forward to reading more stuff by Mr. Sanderson. So on Goodreads, I ended up giving it 4.5 stars, 4 to 4.5 stars, but it was great, and I highly recommend it to anybody out there who likes dystopian and fantasy. So that's pretty much it for me, you guys. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave me some love down in the Dropbox or down in the comment section. And as always, I will talk to you later, guys, and happy reading.